Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial. Now I was set to make a video showing you ChatGPT's new feature, which is the study and learn feature, but then GPT-5 dropped. So here's the plan. You're getting a double update. First, I would like to dive into a bit of GPT-5 to see what's new, what's better, and how it changes the way you use ChatGPT from today. So let's get into it. Now, this GPT-5 that just dropped improves reasoning, memory, and adaptability. It's faster and it handles more complex prompts and works better with tools like Study and Learn. If you want to master these updates and get more out of ChatGPT, kindly hit the subscribe button at the end of this video. I've got more deep dives coming, but right now I'll walk you through the Study and Learn, which helps you learn topics step by step inside ChatGPT. Now, the first thing that we need to understand is the target audience. Who is this meant for? Who is target audience for this learning resource? And these are the four key groups that this learning resource is designed to serve. First, we have the students who are primarily preparing for examinations and seeking a thorough understanding of concepts, not just surface level memorization. And next, we have the professionals who may be in tech, in finance, or in management looking to upskill and advance in their careers. And then we have the teachers who can use the content as examples or inspirations to improve their teaching methods and engage their students more effectively. And lastly, the general learners. And these are learners that are curious. They are individuals who simply want a deep understanding of topics going beyond quick answers to explore subjects in details. So by addressing these four audiences, the resource is versatile, practical, and valuable across different learning needs. So we're going to see how you can use the Study and Learn feature in ChatGPT. So you click on the plus sign and you point to more and you click on Study and Learn. Alright, so and here you can upload your file, your PDF file, and after the upload, so I'm going to upload basic econometrics as a PDF file. Then you can ask some questions based on what you have uploaded. So you can actually ask ChatGPT to explain econometrics to you like you're a beginner, and then click the send button. So this is what you have. So it's going to break it down for you like you're a beginner, and you have the step-by-step idea. Start with economic questions, build a model, collect reward data. So this is the breakdown. So it's breaking everything down for you like you're a beginner. And so we're going to see what other questions we can ask so you learn more things. So what are the questions that you can ask under the Study and Learn feature? They may involve how you understand a particular concept. You could prompt to say, explain this topic to me like I'm a beginner. You could say, summarize this text in simple terms. You could also compare concepts by saying, what is the difference between concept A and concept B? You could also ask questions regarding analogy. For instance, you could say, give me an analogy to understand a particular topic. You can also ask questions that deepens knowledge. For example, show me a step-by-step breakdown of how a process works. Or you could say, why is topic ABC important in this particular field? Or you could ask that it lists the pros and cons of a concept. Of course, you could also ask to explain a particular topic using a real life example. Your questions could also border on testing yourself. For instance, quiz me on a particular topic, or give me 5 multiple choice questions on a particular subject with answers hidden until I ask, or ask me short answer questions on a particular topic and correct my responses. So basically some of the questions you can ask. You could also ask questions applicable to what you've learned. For instance, you could say, give me a practice problem on a particular topic and check my work. Or you could ask you to create a case study so you can apply a particular concept in a real scenario. Or you could ask it to show you how a particular concept is used in everyday life. So you could also ask questions that is geared towards you achieving effective learning. In other words, organizing and planning your study. You could ask it to make you a study plan for a particular examination or topic. You could ask it to break a particular topic into 10 smaller subtopics that you should learn first. Or you could ask it to suggest resources, books, videos, websites for a particular subject. And basically, these are some of the questions you can ask when using the study and learn feature. What do you think about this? I'd like you to put your observation in the comment section. Until next time, bye.